What is up everyone, welcome to today's VR news video. Unfortunately, or fortunately for a few of you that absolutely hate me holding a cup of coffee for whatever reason, we have no coffee today, because I managed to drink it all while trying to figure something out earlier, and my brain got fried. So instead, we're just gonna jump straight into the VR news. So yesterday we took a little bit of a break, and as always, when we take a little bit of a break, the news comes out. So the first thing on our agenda is an eye tracking accessory. Now this one is interesting because it is officially only for the Vive Pro 2 and the Focus 3, and it's called the Drulon F2 eye tracking module. And yes, while this is only officially for the HTC Vive Pro 2 and the Focus 3, which I did actually find out you can buy the Focus 3 as a consumer, yes, you don't need to be a business, which you might want to think about considering the specs are damn interesting if you want to get rid of Facebook. And as you can see, the lenses are the certain shape for the lenses of the Pro 2 and the Focus 3, but what are the chances here that somebody is going to mod this device and make it work with other headsets? While the device itself isn't exactly cheap, coming along the lines of the Vive facial tracker, this one is going to be $299 in dollars, and it is coming in Q3 of 2021. Now, in my head, as I said, what are the chances someone is going to mod this thing to make it work with other headsets? What are the chances somebody is actually going to 3D print something, make it work with other headsets, like for example the Quest 2 on Airlink, Virtual Desktop, or Link, the Oculus Quest, the first one, other Vive headsets? What are the chances someone is going to make that happen? Just like we made happen with the Vive facial tracker. This is a very, very exciting beginning for accessories, because the more eye tracking accessories we have coming out, the more people are going to be able to get them. And there isn't many out right now. I believe Pimax has one and now HTC Vive has one. So one coming out for the masses, especially at this price point, because this is a pretty okay price point for eye tracking, is going to be interesting. Once again, it all kind of depends how locked down it's going to be, whether it's going to be using the exact same software as the facial tracker, and if people manage to make it work with other headsets, whether it's wireless or whether it uses the Type-C port. I guess we'll all have to find out when it comes out. I'm very excited for this nonetheless, because it does mean that HTC Vive are either using their own version of kind of Airlink for this to incorporate it on PC, or they have managed to make it work with the Android ecosystem, which would be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to see what people do with this. Let me know what you think about it down below. However, talking about HTC Vive's accessories, the wireless adapter is going to be a no-go for the Pro 2. A lot of people were very excited for the Pro 2 and the wireless adapter. However, there were speculations talking about whether it will actually work with the higher resolution and with the higher refresh rate. Unfortunately, that is not the case. The adapter currently operates at 1224 by 1224 per eye at 90 Hz when used with the Vive Pro 2, which is at a lower resolution and a lower refresh rate, and people are not going to be too happy about that one. HTC says it will soon increase the resolution to 1632 by 1632, presumably via a software update. So that is going to be quite interesting, depending on how far they can push that wireless adapter. A lot of people are saying it's a very damn good wireless adapter, the people that have used it. So I feel like they could be able to push it further, just like Oculus was able to push the Oculus Quest 2's panels further. I guess we'll just have to see the limits of this technology, because currently it is a bit lower than the 120 Hz that the Vive Pro 2 would operate on cable, and the 2448 by 2448 per eye resolution that it would normally operate at as well. So that's something to think about there in case you were wondering about buying the Pro 2 and the wireless adapter. Unfortunately, you're not going to be getting the full experience. However, talking about accessories, I have good news for people that want good audio on their Oculus Quest 2. For a while now, people have been recommending me to buy the Bionic Mantis headphones on the Discord. These were officially made for the PlayStation VR, if I'm correct. However, people have been modding them to work with the Elite head strap. Well, Bionic now seems to have official plans for Mantis VR headphones for the Quest 2, coming this summer. So there is going to be adapters that you can buy officially from Bionic Mantis, and they will be coming this summer. The Mantis VR is a set of detachable over-the-ear headphones designed to fit most VR headsets, with the latest update to the accessory planned for release this summer online and in some physical stores. They sell for a suggested price of $59.99, that's in dollars, so it's going to be interesting to see how that will attach to the Quest 2's soft fabric strap, or whether this will only be available for the Elite head strap. Again, I have seen people on Reddit already using these headphones with the Elite head strap, so I'm assuming that already works pretty well. I'm very excited to see this, and very excited to see whether it is going to fit in the official case, because as you guys may know, me personally, it's a huge thing for me for everything to fit in the official case. Currently, I've got the Quest 2 in there, my controllers with grips, and my Vive facial tracker, and everything fits perfectly. The more things fit in that case, the better for me, because if I travel, I need it to be portable, and I would love to have everything in one case. And having to take off those headphones every time you want to put them in a case is a problem. BluePlanet VR brings volumetric capture environments to the Oculus Quest soon. This experience, which released for PC VR headsets last year, just popped up on the coming soon section of the Oculus Quest store, and it brings over 40 real-world locations into VR with volumetric capture. Now, I've actually been quite a bit into volumetric capture last few days. I've been taking the drone out quite a few times, snapping pictures, throwing them into ODM, which is Open Drone Map, and creating some volumetric 3D models. And let me just say, this is much more impressive than you might think it is. You can actually do so much with just images. Just look at photogrammetry. And it is very exciting to see more and more of these real-world locations being transported into VR, because it means people that maybe can't travel to these locations in real life, maybe because of cost constraints, maybe because they physically can't go there, or because of the current world situation. Now, you'll be able to put on the headset, and with these images being volumetrically captured in the real world, they will look just like they would in the real world, which means you can actually visit the place and be immersed and just kind of remember that you were at least sort of there. For a lot of people, it's the presence that matters. You would actually need to be there, but it's still a great alternative for people that can't physically be there. So this is quite exciting, and I cannot wait to see what is done with this in the future. Also, talking about realistic graphics, something absolutely insane has been done. From an article on Road to VR, Intel researchers give GTA 5 photorealistic graphics. Similar techniques could be used for VR. Now, a huge problem people currently have with VR games is their graphics. A lot of people seem to tell me that the graphics totally take them out of the immersion. Me, myself, I actually don't mind the graphics too much, because once I'm immersed, but for a lot of people, it's a problem. Looking at this, researchers from Intel's Intelligent Systems Lab have revealed a new method for enhancing computer-generated imagery with photorealistic graphics. Demonstrated on GTA 5, the approach uses deep learning to analyze frames generated by the game and then generates new frames from a dataset of real images. This looks amazing. On this video, like, you could think this is from a movie you're watching or from a TV show. You will see little things here and there not looking perfect if you look very close, and of course there will be glitches from time to time, and it looks like the frame rate isn't perfect either. But come on, it looks amazing, and it's a step in the correct direction. Imagine that in VR. Imagine VR being taken to the next step using that. I imagine you need the most powerful hardware to do something like this, so I don't think standalone would be an option just yet, but if you do have a powerful computer, I imagine you'd be able to do at least some form of it. So it is very exciting to see this coming out, and nice to see that, yeah, realistic graphics might be a thing, because we will then be closer and closer to that fully immersed reality that a lot of people are looking for. So it's very exciting to see this, and let me know what you think about it down below. Do cartoony, not realistic graphics take you out of your immersion, or do you actually enjoy them? I feel like some games do actually need those graphics. They add to the charm of the game, and I just feel like they're supposed to be like that. This upcoming VR shooter mixes bits of Lone Echo and Gorilla Tag. Lone Echo being one of my personal favorite games for VR, and Gorilla Tag being the one game that sends a lot of people to the emergency room. That was a joke, of course. Don't take that seriously, but I have seen a few damaged controllers here and there. A duo of developers is working on weekends and evenings building a cooperative shooter over the last few years. Tentatively named Sector Security, the title is built in a style that should make it Oculus Quest friendly upon completion. Developers Andre Infante and Azra Stallings teased the game in an early gameplay video using temporary art with the text coming when it's ready. Put another way, the game won't be finished until 2022 or 2023 because there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. However, it does look like an interesting title, and blending those two mechanics together could be quite another interesting thing to play around with, especially since Gorilla Tag, yeah, the mechanics and also the art style of it add a lot to the game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, and while it won't be with us for a while, it's exciting to see what developers are working on in the background while we are sitting here waiting patiently. And here's an interesting one. As much as most people will not be buying the Pico 3, as came out in the comment section of the last video, mainly because of the Chinese government, a lot of people have actually come out to tell me that the Pico Neo 3 might just be a direct clone of the Oculus Quest 2. Some people are saying that even Facebook might be behind it. So that's something for you to think about there. Even though that does seem to be further taken down the road? That makes no sense whatsoever by the fact that Pico's Asia-only Neo 3 has a great software lineup. A lot of games that you would be seeing on the Oculus Quest 2, you are now seeing on the Pico 3. We have Superhot, we've got Red Matter, we've got 11 Table Tennis, we've got Crisis Brigade, we've got Onshape. There's so many popular games that you would normally see on the Oculus Quest on the Pico Neo 3, which kind of made me think in the back of my head, if the Pico Neo 3 is a direct clone of the Oculus Quest 2, what are the chances that these games can be directly taken from the Quest 2 and put on the Pico Neo 3? And it's the easiest thing ever for developers because it's quite literally the same headset. Now that might just be so far off, but what if it's not? And reading from Upload VR, it says here that Neo 3 is actually a very similar device, packing the same Qualcomm XR2 chip and even redesigned controllers that look quite similar to the Oculus Touch controllers. Unsurprisingly, the headset's missing Facebook-owned hits like Beat Saber, Echo VR, and Onward, which came under the Facebook umbrella just a few weeks ago. So as you can see there, those games aren't available, but I'm wondering whether they're not available not because they wouldn't be compatible with the headset, but because they're under Facebook's umbrella. That's something for you guys to think about right there. I would love to hear what you think about that in the comment section down below, and that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night, and if you guys liked the video, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. If you guys are not yet part of our community but would like to join, we have a Discord down below. We also have a Reddit where I want to see you posting your spicy memes. If you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we've got sick merch down below that doesn't put a huge ad on your body, and mugs that boost your FPS by 300%. And if you guys want to be notified of future content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your before ending my bell, and see you in the next video. Peace.